Unblockable effect changes and AI improvements are coming to the game. Hi everybody. Welcome to a bit of an odd thing. So I'm recording this on Friday because I bulk recorded a lot of stuff, and as well, we've just had a load of information, so I've been trying to cover as much as possible. I've just noticed that there's something that was missing from the bottom of what command provide. The CCP is information to go off from a document, but I've noticed that something below Alliance Quest buff update, there's obviously nothing. It stops there. However, though, when I've just gone back to just check on some stuff from stories and things, I've noticed there's a couple of things that were in the release notes which I had no idea about. At least we can discuss them, but also they're important things. So I don't know, but anyway, we're covering them at the end of the day. So this is happening in a new update. The release includes significant cleanup to various abilities in the game that allows characters to go unblockable or block such attacks themselves. Now, I don't know if this is going to be Overseer related, because I think a lot of people are aware of the SP1 and what it does. This is similar to the cleanup we have previously done for Unstoppable effects, but as Unblockable is a much more common ability, we felt it was worth explaining how we went about this and what rules we followed, so that behaviour will be predictable and clear. They say, most importantly, there were some unblockable abilities that didn't apply to certain unblockable abilities, or that caught heavy attacks without clearly stating that they would. This is because some champions and nodes were claiming to use unblockable abilities, but it was actually using code more in line with how heavy attacks break block and block unblockables. Ability were not all consistent in whether they looked for those imposters or not. The core of this cleanup is to standardize that all effects referred to as unblockable are in fact using that code, and thus that are all abilities that say they allow champions to block unblockable, are looking only for the appropriate code. This creates a clear hierarchy. At the bottom, named unblockable abilities, passives or buffs. Next, abilities that allow champions to block unblockable attacks, such as steadfast effects. Note that those abilities will not allow characters to resist heavy attacks unless explicitly stated. Next, abilities that cannot be blocked, such as crush or undermine. Note that this means some champions were incorrectly able to block attacks while under the effect of crush, and will no longer be able to do so. That's annoying. While attacks against a crushed defender can be resisted by stand your ground mastery, so long as the attack is a heavy attack, we don't intend for any champions to get such an ability more broadly. The only champion whose blocks cannot be broken at all is Superior Kang, because he's special like that in it blood. We have also updated several nodes and champion descriptions that are dodging ability accuracy modifications due to using incorrect tech to reflect that we left such a protection in place. A few interactions may have changed, but we hope this will make the unblockable ability ecosystem clearer and more consistent going forward. I don't know if is anything going to be mentioned on the champion changes section? If there's anything orientated with it? No, it doesn't look like it. Nothing's jumping out at me right here. Yeah. Not that I see. Anyway, right, okay. Maybe that would be more of an issue down the line. But in any case, I want to talk about one of the main things of the video is to talk about the AI updates. Look, I got to be brutally honest. I think the quality of AI in this game is shocking. It's at a stage where it's just at its worst, and I think where a lot of us are able just to come and go as they please with it. I'm noticing a lot more in Alliance Wars. It's just becoming unbearable. An instance today where I was even talking about it, the extent of I was trying to punish after the end of a special attack, creating a sufficient distance to then go back in again to attack. And I was just getting parried, number one. That's something that kind of factors into this. The AI in general, either that's hitting to block counter by special. The extent of just being obliterated with combos after like a champion is static. I even talked about it in a video where I showcased Kingpin in one of the side quest weeks. It had a particular node on it that was very prone to do heavy bias. If you've seen that video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you have seen that video, like I've slowed it down where I'm literally the other side of the map, and the AI is like, I want to throw a heavy attack. I'm the other side of the map. Like, what is happening with that quality of AI? And there's other instances. It's not just that. There's a long litany of woes when it comes to the quality of the AI, and whether or not it's changed in a way that's positive or not, or negative, of course. Now, I haven't been playing as much on the CCP beta, and I don't know if this is where a lot of the proposed or kind of like in-action AI changes are in currently. But this AI update should be substantial and coming in with 44.1. So next week. We mentioned a while ago that we're looking into changes to the AI to make baiting specials more reliable, especially with champions whose dodge back animations cover more ground. That's definitely an issue. So just Quicksilver on most XL characters. This is just a small segment of like more issues when it comes to AI. So please look at more than just that. We've been testing this with the CTP over the past month. Special thanks to MP Blaze and FinTech for going above and beyond, and are happy to announce that we're including this change in version 44.1 going live next week. This is going to be important for champions not holding on to the special attacks and not throwing it. It's such a shame because a lot of content has gone out in the last 2, 3, 4, coming into 5 months, maybe 6 months if you count, or 7 months if you count Necropolis. That would have been really beneficial for this stuff, but I suppose you've got to be kind of positive about the changes that are coming in. But it's still, I don't know if this will bring people with much joy or some joy. I'll take it as a small W, and well done to Kabam for kind of like, for getting to this particular point. But there's more. There's always more that needs to be done. I don't think you can ever rest on your laurels when it comes to this game. It's got such a wide, fan base or kind of like player base. It's always difficult to be competitive against other games, especially mobile games that have decent AI and inputs. Like, I'm not trying to be like rude or disrespectful here, but I'm literally just going to say the facts. This is a fact. If you go and play a lot of other mobile games, you'll notice that response time is better than this one. Is that because of the tech they're using? Is it because of other reasons? I don't know. It's just if you go and play some other games, like any new game that comes out on mobile that requires like, touch responsive, you will find that the performance is better. I'm running, funny enough, I run some games on my iPhone 7 from back in, 2016, better than MCOC. It's even coming to the point my iPhone 11 now is not running this game in a quality that's required. And my 2021 iPad is not running the game in the quality of kind of play that I would expect for spending a lot of money back 3 years ago, that I'm just not willing or interested to spend right now. But look, it's the nature of the beast when it comes to gaming. We'll have to see whether or not buying a new device will help out in any kind of way. But in any case, we also said that we're testing an update to the defenders using the parry mastery. Thank you. That's the other issue that I'm experiencing. The parrying. Again, same scenario today. Thank God we won the war. Otherwise, it would just feel awful. Shocker on a particular node was just like any time I would, after the special attack, go into punish, I was just getting, not auto-blocked by the way, I'm not getting auto-blocked, it didn't come up with the auto-block thing, but it did come up with parry each time. Like, I just couldn't get a punishment in, I just couldn't punish over a special attack. It was just parrying me all the time, and it was just painful, man. and you shouldn't have that experience when you play it when you're gaming. It's just not good enough. It also said that we were testing the update to defenders using the Paragon Mastery. This ran into some additional hurdles that will have to delay into a future build. That is really sad. To make sure we don't actually increase how often the defender can parry, but we're confident we have a fix identified, and we'll be shipping that soon. Okay, good. This is, as I said, for me, because I experienced this in the last 24 hours, this just it ruined my experience. Like, I love this game. I think it's a fantastic game. It's been one of the best, you know, and long may it continue. But it's got to be constantly dealing with this, especially because has come from years of, in some ways, ignorance, when Kabam have been questioned on the general aspect of the game. It's a game where you have to swipe, and you also have to rely on a computer, RNG, and coding within the enemy character that's moving back and forward. And a lot of the time, especially for the years prior to, say, the last 2 years, when Kabam took things like fundamentals, you know, what we're talking about here, inputs and AI interaction seriously, because before they didn't. And if they say they did, well, look, you know, there wasn't kind of like this transparency. And I want to say, well done to Kabam for giving transparency on what they're doing, and keep at it. Keep doing this consistent looking under the hood and going, could we be doing a better job by the community by creating a game that has got optimization, AI is on point and is flowing in a way that is acceptable for our community and good for our community and is fair for our community, and just listening to people's feedbacks on this stuff and looking underneath the hood and questioning animations of champions as to going, look, are the windows sufficient for players to get in and do their thing? And look, I appreciate there will be people out there like, well, you know, MSD does a fantastic job, and I suspect he does, but that's the thing, isn't it? Not everyone's experience is going to be the same. That's something that's going to be very important as well. Anyway, what's everyone's thoughts on this? That's been the video. AI and unblockables. Not so much with the unblockable things. That will have to be seen in game. Proof is in the pudding. The AI, again, proof is in the pudding. But what are your thoughts on the matter when it comes to AI? Have we turned a corner? Will we turn a corner? Are you looking forward to seeing what Kabam are cooking up? Or are you worried? Put it in the comments. Check out some other content. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.